you haven't told us about your best collaboration. And I know in there's a lot. There's some I didn't know. I was like, ooh, what did he do with them? What's your favourite one?
It's got to be it's got to be will.i.am in the Black Eyed Peas. It's like I've done so much with, but that was like a learning curve.
So he's a bit interesting, isn't he? Because he's like some sort of
he's a geek,
geeky genius.
He's a geek guy.
Yeah. So how did the link come up?
Well, I was on the road, I was in San Diego, I think. I was doing a tour, and this is another lesson where you have to kind of throw a stone to make something happen for you, because somebody wanted me to come to America to do a show, and I went out there to do, in fact, it was a little tour of West Coast, and I met this guy called Motivate, who's like a DJ, and he had a studio in the same building as will.i.am. So he said to me, Tip, man, I like this tune, what you do, called Every Day, and it's about weed, yeah. So I was vocaling the tune for him in the studio, and I went into the studio and I was voicing the tune, and then will.i.am must have walked by while I was in the booth. So he rushed into the room and goes, "Who's this guy?" to the guy. So he goes, "This guy's Tippa Irie from England. Don't you know him?" He's like, "No, but he's dope. He's dope."
Is that because it was about weed? He said it's dope.
Well, no. That's
a
good one.
Sorry.
That's a good one. He's a comedian.
Sorry.
He's a comedian. He's a comedian. That's a good one, Eddie. But yeah. So he goes, "He's dope, man. He's dope." So when I came out of the boot, now he's like, "I'm gonna have something for you." So I'm like, okay.
So you knew who he was straight away?
Well, I didn't know them. I didn't know him.
You don't know Black Eyed Peas?
No, sir. Because it was like, what it was, at that time, they wasn't huge. There was no Where Is the Love and none of these tunes. All it was, they was quite popular under the underground hip hop. And there was a sister in the group. There was no Fergie in the group at that time. So anyway, I just said, okay, not a problem. And then I was doing a show in San Diego. I remember it was $7 to get in. There was 200 people there that come to see me. And I was doing the show, and then I got a call. And this girl called Shelly, she goes, "Tip, Will's ready for you." So I said, okay, he's got a tune. I said, yeah, okay. So anyway, I was staying in a place called Laverne, which is like the east of LA. I was working with this group called Better Chemistry. They're like a kind of reggae rock band in Los Angeles. And so I used to go and stay at Dave's house, and I used to stay on the couch. He used to have a studio, so I used to rehearse in his studio, and we used to make music together. And then I used to sleep on his couch. So anyway, I said, "Dave, you got to take me to LA. I got to see will.i.am." So he took me to Los Angeles, and I went to the studio, and he played the tune. So, I'm quick still, but I thought, you know what, Tip? I need to take this tune back to Dave's and live with it. So when I took it back there, I just went, "Cutie, cutie, make sure you move your booty, shake that thing in the city of sin, and hey, shawty, know you want to party, and the way you want." And I think Elephant Man was doing very well at the time. So I kind of took like an Elephant Man style and then wrote that lyric, and then I just stayed up all night, wrote he just basically what they do, they produce the track and they put their vocals down, and then they say fill the gaps. So basically that's what I did. So I just went there and just wrote the intro, wrote my parts of the song, and then went back there the next day, and then you just go for it. So I stayed up all night, rehearsed. Because when you get these opportunities, you have to take them. So you have to prepare to fail. So when you go in there, you want to hit them so that they can't not like it. You know what I mean? So you got to go for it. So that's what I did. I just went in and knocked it out, and he loved it. And then he just mixed it and said, "Tip, I'm going to give you X amount, and then I'm going to give you X amount of publishing." So I was just like, Okay? And then I just left it. You know, you just move on. I said, okay, thank you, and just left it.
Did you get any money?
Come on, Eddie. But what it was, hang on, I'm telling a story. I'm telling a story. So, so anyway, I just left it, and then I came back to England, and I was in my house, and then, you know, I saw Where Is the Love come on the TV. And I thought, okay, it looks like these guys have got a deal, and it looks like they're going to blow up. And then they came with this tune called Shut Up, Shut Up, Shut Up, Shut Up. I don't know if you guys remember that tune. And then I said to myself, hey, Mama must be the next single. You know what I mean? And it was. So the next call was, Tippa, we want you to come to Hollywood. I'm like, okay, I think I can do that. You know what I mean? So anyway, I went out there, did the video with them, and then the tune was kind of like top 10 all over the world. So that kept me in work for another 4-5 years. So that was a good touch, let's say.
Well done. It's a good story.